Hey guys, this is Captain Frugal reporting for duty for another episode of none other than Cover Battle. Yeah, the the show that we bring out three covers and you have to pick. If you could only choose one, which one would you pick? And I really appreciate your support. Come in here, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, but even more so, start that conversation down below. Tell us what your thoughts are on which one is the greatest cover. Before I jump in too far, I just want to take one quick moment here to showcase this group of people. Without these people right now, this channel would not be possible. Thank you so much for your Patreon support. I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're not a fan of Patreon, you can also support me on Subscribestar. And if you weren't aware, I do post special videos just for those people that subscribe that help out and support the channel. But on top of that, I've started a new segment too with music. And the help of that as well is if you support the channel for as little as $1 a month, you're getting access to free musical tracks that I'm putting up there that you can use in the background of your videos or any way you want. You won't have any issues with YouTube because I own all the rights to them and I give all the rights freely to be able to have people utilize those tracks. All right, with that said, let's first start with none other than issue number 278 of Captain America. This is back in 1982, and this is a Mike Zeck cover. All three covers today are going to be Mike Zeck covers. If you look at this, we got Baron Zemo in the back. I love that. We got Captain America here. It says, Zemo, you've pushed me too far. But if you're not familiar, too, this particular issue has a panel it's a little bit well known for what happened in it. But first, let's look at this cover. I think it's a pretty awesome cover. You got Cap up in the front. You got Zemo there. We got the fire, everything burning. Pretty darn cool. But we're going to go to page 13 in here. And here we are. We have page number 13. Look at Cap. Stop. Call off your men. Blast it. And look. What's the matter? Why are you? And here we go. Didn't you hear me, idiot? Unless you want a massacre on your conscience, call them off. Yeah, look at that. Cap calls her an idiot, but I'm not going to give you all the information behind it and why that is. But I really want to point out great art in this. I mean, just look at that. Facial expressions. We don't get much art like this right now from Marvel and DC. But nonetheless, we are going to focus on the cover. So here it is, once again, issue 278. All right, the next issue we're going to go into is looking at issue number 279. This is another Mike Zeck cover from 1982. And we look at that. How can Cap be fighting Steve Rogers when he is Steve Rogers? Yeah, look at that. We have good old issue 60-cent cover. Man, 60-cent cover. But look at that. Captain America looks like he's about to pummel Steve Rogers. But what? How? Well, I'm not going to get into all the detail on that because I want you to get the desire to read this issue and pull it off the shelf. Once again, another great beginning of this issue with another page that just really jumps out here. Get your hand away from her, Primus, before I rip it off. Now, Primus. So look at that. Rip his hand off. That's some Captain America there. So there we go. Some Captain America about to pummel Steve Rogers? Question mark. You need to read it to see the story. And boy, this was a great time for Captain America. 1982. Oh, good time period. But you know what? We're not done. We have another cover to look at. So let's check out the next one. All right, guys. The next cover, here we are. Issue 286. Yeah, I've jumped a few issues this time. I like to, grab different lots. Sometimes I grab them in a row and sometimes I don't. But this is still, this is actually 1983 now. We jumped up just 1 year, but it's still Mike Zeck art. And this one says, Captain America, Deathlock lives. I don't know, I just wanted to spotlight this issue. We got Deathlock, and look who's in his sights. Yeah. Captain America is in none other than the sights of Deathlock. Once again, another great Mike Zeck cover. I mean, they got Deathlock. Deathlock's a character that just hasn't... he never was given as big of a push. He was a little bit hot for a little while, and then they let it really cool off, and we hadn't seen much of him. What's the last thing we've seen of him? Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was really poorly done in that television series, but, Deathlock just hasn't been used much. Do you want to see more Deathlock? I'd be interested to see that as well. So there we go. Cover 286. From 1983. So once again, we're going to go through the old challenge like we always do. I'm going to put out all three issues here. Okay, there's 278, 279, and 286. So once again, the choice is yours. You could only pick one. Which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments. This one, oh, a bit tough. I like this one. I like how the Burning Fire is on 278, but it doesn't quite do it for me. So the next one I'd be moving up to is 279. I like that one more than I do 278, but I have to say 286 grabs my attention right away. I want to see that. I want to read more. I want to see what happens with Captain America and Deathlock. So 286 would have been the comic I would have pulled off the shelf if I could only get one at the comic shop. But that's my thoughts, not yours. Which one would you pick and why? I would really like to hear and see your thoughts on this and why you'd pick that issue. Is it the art style? Is it the perspective? Is it just what's on there grabs your attention? For me, it's actually a bit of everything. I like the darkness, how it looks dark and gritty. I like how it looks very serious in tone. I mean, this one's great and all, and so is that one, but this just screams something's going down big, and it's bad. And the thought that I might be able to get to see Captain America fighting Deathlock would be pretty darn cool. So this one definitely grabbed my attention, but I want to know which one grabbed yours. Once again, thank you for taking the time to stick with me this long. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and until next time, keep it verbal.